friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kayla, and if you're not new, thanks for coming back. Always happy to have you. If you are new here, I like to do a lot of book, lifestyle, reading content here on this channel. So if any of those things interest you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stick around to hang out and join the crew. We'd be so happy to have you. I cannot believe that we're already filming this video. I feel like I just filmed the last one, but it is time for the May TBR. May is a crazy month. I also did not do very well sticking to my April TBR. Way more, what do I feel like reading right now? What do I feel like reading today? So I kind of just leaned into that and stuck with that. So I have a TBR here, and it's a little bit longer than I actually meant it to be, but it's fine. I put together this TBR. I feel like I've said this the past 3 months, 3 monthly TBRs, but May is really busy. I am going to Disney, doing like a marathon, super fast 24-hour trip to Disney, which I'm vlogging with some friends. I'm moving this month. I have to go watch my sister's dogs this month. There's just a ton going on, so we're gonna see what we get done for reading. I also will, for part of May, not have my super long public transit commute anymore because I will have my car again and I can drive to work, which I'm super excited about. So there'll be less reading time, but hopefully it being a faster commute in a car, I would just have the reading time at home. I have 6 books here to talk about. They're a little bit scattered, a little bit all over the place. Go grab your coffee. Let me know what you are excited to read in the month of May and in the comments, and let's get into it. Okay, first book. I just talked about this in my spring book recommendations video. We have Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. This follows a girl named Macy who's grown up. She is engaged to a kind of well-off man. She is developing her career. She's moved on from her small town in, I think, North Carolina, maybe? I don't know why I think North Carolina, but she goes home and she runs into her first love, who was her childhood best friend, who she's kind of like lost connection with. And as they spend time together, she has to decide if she's really going to move forward in her life, in her marriage, that is the life that she has built for herself, or if she will go back and fall in love with Elliot again and really give their love a chance, or will she say goodbye to him. This cover gives me spring vibes. It may not be spring vibes, but I just, for some reason, this is calling to me for the month of May. It feels like, and I think I've definitely talked about this on my channel before, there are times where like I will look at a book and I'll be like, it's not your time yet. It's not time to read you. And then I will look at it again like 2 months later and be like, it is time. Since November, I've been looking at this book and it has not been time, but it feels like time. This book I'm super excited to read. Again, it's a reread, so I'm super excited about it. And I've talked about doing like a read along with me for this series. So already I'm super excited, and that is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. So this is a YA thriller murder mystery. It follows Stevie Bell, who goes to this fancy academy, Ellingham Academy in Vermont, which is a school for like gifted or specially talented children. Stevie's special talent is solving crimes, solving murders, solving mysteries, and she goes to Ellingham to solve a 100-year-old mystery about the school's founders, who the founder's wife and daughter went missing. The wife was found murdered, and they never found the daughter's body, so it was unclear whether the daughter was dead or alive. But Stevie goes there with the intent of solving the mystery, and at the same time more murders are cropping up around her classmates as she's solving this mystery. This is a 5-book series. There are 3 books in the main trilogy mystery that focuses on Ellingham Academy, and then there are 2 spin-off mysteries. 9 Liars is the most recent one that came out in December. It came out on my birthday. I remember that. It came out in December. I'm rereading this with my 2 roommates as a little book club before we all move away, which is really exciting. I've been talking about doing like a read with me for this series, so if you guys want to read this book along with us, pick it up, read it by May 13th. It is super fast, and maybe I'll do something over on Instagram where you can let me know your thoughts. We can have a little book club over on my Instagram stories. But I'm reading this. This will be super fast for me to get through because I've already read it, and I love, love, love this book. It is like, once you pick it up, you can't put it down. Which matches our next book, which is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. This book was also on my February TBR, and it again didn't feel like time. Something about spring, I talked about it in my spring TBR, like fantasy, enchanting, whimsical things, like this feels like the time for them. Like Dungeons and Dragons and The Hobbit and all sorts of things, The Witcher even, I associate with spring. I have really no idea why. Legends and Lattes, this follows an orc named Viv who's kind of hanging up her sword on the life of questing to open a cafe, serving coffee and desserts and just hearing the stories of the travelers that come through. This feels like a delightful, easy little escapist warm hug read, and I'm super excited. This is the only one that I really think I can guarantee I will read in the month of May, and that's How to Train Your Dragon. I love this movie. Toothless reminds me so much of the cat my roommate has, Maple. So I keep watching that movie. It's become like a new comfort movie for me. Like, I started watching it when I was laid off, and now I'm like, it's a little comfort movie. I've never read How to Train Your Dragon. I have had this book previously, and then I donated it, and I saw it at Barnes & Noble, and I was like, I want to read How to Train Your Dragon. Again, this enchanting, whimsical fantasy time. And I feel like the way life has been lately, being a little bit stressful, I could just use a really easy middle grade read. I choose How to Train Your Dragon. For that, I'm ready. It's got pictures. It's got really big font. This sounds great to me. This is one I'm really, really excited to read. I might even read it before May. Who knows? I have a poll right now to pick my next read on Instagram, and it is staunchly 50-50, which always stresses me out. Next book that I'm going to read, I have two books for my family book club. One is my pick, which is Cersei by Madeline Miller, and the other is my mom's, which is The Dante Club by Matthew Pearl. The Dante Club is going to go on my May TBR just because I think this one will take me longer, so I want to start it sooner. But this book is actually also thanks to me, since I told my mom about this book. I feel like it's never a good idea when my sister sends me a reel from Barstool Sports. That was important. Thank you, Ari. I recommended this book to my mom because I thought it was something that she would like, and I actually picked it up. It was in my ginormous book haul. I bought this simply because I had nothing to do while I was laid off other than go buy books. But this is in Boston in 1865. There is a serial killer running amok in the city of Boston. If you're new here, I'm from Boston, so like that's the connection. And all of the murders resemble scenes from Dante's Inferno. America's first Dante scholars, which include Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, Oliver Wendell Holmes, James Russell Lowell, and J.T. Fields, kind of work together with the Boston police to try and catch this serial killer. I think it'll be interesting. However, that's tiny font and it's kind of long, just for comparative purposes. Oh my, that's a lot more words per page, but I want to give myself a little bit more time to read this. I'm really excited to read this. I think this is going to be great. This is kind of like right up all of our alleys, but I'm going to get this damned sticker off. And now we're already at our last book, so I have 6. I don't even know that I'm going to be able to read all of these, but these are just the ones that feel right for the month of May. I always say this in my TBRs, I don't hold myself to just this list. I will go off my TBR like I did in April. You will see in the wrap up. Have I read any books for my TBR? I read one from the TBR. It happens, but I just like to have a list of books that I might be interested in reading. The next one I'm reading for a very specific reason in May, and I'm really excited for. I got an ARC copy of The Little Mermaid Against the Tide by J.Elle. This is like a really advanced proof copy, so there is not even a summary on here. The reason I want to read this in May is because this comes out in April, but I want to read this when the new movie comes out, because I think the new Little Mermaid comes out in May. So I want to read this to get ready, but I'm going to read you the summary that I found on Goodreads. Okay, after the death of Ariel's mother, the Queen of the Sea, the 7 daughters of Triton have grown estranged at best. It's been years since Ariel's older sisters have visited home, but this year's Coral Moon is fast approaching, and it's a special one for Ariel. Finally 15. Is Ariel 15? Then Daddy, I Love Him is not. Ma'am, we're not doing that. She will be dubbed the protector of her very own ocean territory, as is tradition. And our sisters have agreed to visit for the celebration, but the ceremony is halted when Mala, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this, guys. When Mala, one of the most renowned daughters of Triton, is abducted. All of Ariel's sisters' names start with A. Okay, the only clue to where she might have been taken is a hastily scribbled seaweed note which says, "What could have saved Mother could save me too. To rescue Mala." This is more of a mystery than a Little Mermaid book. Ariel must work together with her siblings, traveling to various seas, outsmarting dangerous ocean creatures, and delving into forbidden waters to find the truth of what happened to their mother. But as Ariel and her sisters begin uncovering new secrets about their family in the kingdom, Ariel will have to face the loss of a mother she never had a chance to know, and discover what it means to be both a good sister and a strong leader. I will give it a shot. I can't honestly say that I will be super thrilled, but I will give it the good college try. So those are the 6 books that I'm hoping to read in the month of May. Normally at the end of my TBRs, let me move my nephew. I would put the books over in that cube on my organizer, but it's pretty early in April. We have not even hit the 20s of April yet. We're still in the teens, so I have more time to read my April TBR, but I'm not going to go ahead and change them over now just because I still want to see my April TBR. So that portion of my TBR videos is going to be skipped today, unfortunately. But yeah, this is my May TBR. Let me know what you are excited to read in May. What do you think? How did I do? How many of these do we realistically think that I'm going to be able to read? I'm gonna bet 4. Because I have to read the Dante Club, I have to read Truly Devious. I really, for my own mental health, need to read How to Train Your Dragon. And I think I can probably get one more, but we will see. That is all that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, stick around, hang out with us. I do a TBR video every month. I also do a wrap-up video at the end of every month, so you can always expect those videos from me. We have reading vlogs coming, Disney vlogs are coming, so make sure you stick around. And I will see you over on Instagram at RoyReadingCo. Have a wonderful day wherever you are, and happy reading. Cheers!